Hey guys, just a quick video just to say sorry about yesterday, not making the live. I've rescheduled it for 3 o'clock UK time today. However, I've had no sleep at all, and it's what time is I can't even say the clock. It's nearly 1:30 in the afternoon, so I'm debating whether to still do the live at 3 or move it along till 5 and try and get an hour's nana nap or something like that. Just try to you know, get a little tiny bit of sleep. The only thing I'm worried about is I might not wake back up at all and sleep right through. Um, and no, I won't do that because I've got children. They wouldn't let us in a million years sleep that long. Um, anyway, so if you see that I've changed it, that's the reason why. Because yesterday was one hell of a day. It was horrific. Um, so Dad went missing. So done a disappearing act. So found him at his old childhood home, trying to get in the house and shouting for his mum and dad, bless him. And then when I got there and got out of the car and said, Dad, hiya, what you doing? He just looked at us and went, oh, I'm being silly, aren't I? And I was like, just a little bit, come on, let's get you home. Um, but he's got a water infection, so he's got 3 types of dementia, so water infections make them go a little bit funny. It kicks in the dementia a little bit more. So because he's never done nothing like that before. I've thought he's went missing before, and he was round the shop when I got there because he never goes anywhere, and he's a very very slow walker, and I thought he'd gone off on a wander, but he hadn't. Um, and I went looking for him, but as I was walking in one direction, he was like on the other side of the houses, walking on the other direction. So I missed him. So then I definitely thought he'd done a wander, but he hadn't. He'd headed back to the house while I was heading to the shop looking for him, and we missed each other. But yeah, but this time it was a wander. But he's absolutely fine now. They've given him antibiotics and all of that jazz. Um, so hopefully he should be okay. I've got neighbours keeping an eye on him and things, so they can contact us if I need to go there. Police have already got them on their systems with photographs and descriptions and all of that caper. Um, so yeah, and then if that wasn't enough, my 24-year-old daughter, who's not been past her test very long, was in a car accident yesterday. She's okay, but the car's not, and she's just saved all her money up to buy a lovely brand new car, and she hasn't wrote it off. Somebody went into the back of her, so it's their fault. They've admitted responsibility, liability, or whatever, and they're paying for all the damage. But yeah, so it was quite a day yesterday. And what does it say? They come in threes, snap a match. So I'm going to go to the shop and buy a box of matches and snap one to try and stop the third bad thing from happening. And I'm only joking. I'm not putting that out to the universe. Universe, I'm not saying there's going to be a third bad thing because everything in life's amazing and dandy. So anyway, I'm waffling on now. So I just wanted to apologise for not being here, but I'm sure you can all understand the reasons why I wasn't here. So that's the reason. Um, I've put a list of creators and channels on me community post for anybody who isn't subbed up to any of them. Check them out because they're all good people. They're really good channels. They're all my channels I subscribe to. Um, and everybody should be loving and supporting each other and helping each other out, which is you know what my community channel is about: supporting each other, helping each other, um picking each other up when we fall, celebrating things we've achieved, things that we've been through in life, all them journeys and challenges, and they're all valuable. As much as some things are really traumatic and heartbreaking, um and were devastating at the time, it it's really, really, really important, because the milestones, they're inspirational, and you could help somebody else with your story. So I've put some email addresses um on the channel. Um, One's for just ideas and suggestions and things like that. So I would like you to write an inspirational quote or something to put on each day, and send it to us to that email, and I'll put your quotes on, or whatever, or just a message for everybody that's like for the community, whatever you want to say. There's a confidential email for if people want to share their in most stories about DV or abuse, or it could, challenges you've had in your life, or it could be something you want to share that's uplifting and lovely, but you just don't want people to know who you are, you know. So that's there. Or if you want, you can put it as confidential and say you want me to read it out, and keep your identity secret. Or you can come up on panel if you're comfortable and tell us your story, Um, or you can let people in the community know who you are, and I'll read your story. It's totally up to you. So from the poll, what we done, there was two head-to-heads. So the first subject that I'm going to cover is going to be domestic violence, and the advice to friends and family, neighbours, shopkeepers in the community, of how to keep people safe if you notice there's domestic violence, and how to, like, not make it worse, what you should and shouldn't do, um, and what to expect from your loved one or family member or friend or neighbour, as to when you're saying, oh, I'm sick of this, you just leave them, and they're like, they don't do that, and you get paid off with it. There's reasons behind all of that, and you should never, ever, ever, ever give them an ultimatum to leave, ever, because leaving's the most dangerous time for a person, as well as being pregnant as well. That's another one. So I want to go over all these things with you, but I'm going to do them in depth with you. Um, and it's going to be once a fortnight that I'll do that, when I haven't got my children here and they're at their dad's. So it'll be next Friday, around 7:30 UK time, and then the Saturday is going to be on the afternoon, I believe. I'll let you know today when I go on my live. I'll let you know exactly what's what. And I'll do like a few hours or something in them 2 days and cover lots of stuff. The other thing I was thinking about, which you can get back to us after you watch this video and leave a comment. So if you've got a loved one or a friend and they're currently going through DV, or something that you need support with, um there's drug addiction as well. So friends and family of addicts, they support group things too. There's something you need support with on an ongoing, constant basis. I can give you all the advice and the information and all of that, Katie, of what you can and can't be doing, and how to help, and how to hinder, and I can give you all of that. However, if you're currently going through that situation, a support group, a check-in, and what's happened this week, kind of thing, and what we can do about that for the next week, and how you can keep yourself safe, and not make yourself mentally ill worrying about these loved ones and stuff. So that's something we can look at if anybody's interested, and it will be a private thing. It will not be public. So we can do the groups um in another platform if needed, or we can do it on panel in this one, or we can do it just me talking and you in chat, or whatever. We'll work it out. But if anybody would like the support group like once a week, then let me know. This is your channel as much as it's mine. So use them emails and contact me and tell me what you want, because I'm raring to go. I'm chomping at the bit, so to speak. I've also been considering doing some workshops, which is um in depth about how not to get in a DV relationship or get in another one, because we tend to have another one if we've ever had one. Also looking at recovery from the trauma. I'd like to do proper workshops for that, which would be over a series of 12 weeks. It would be a 12-week course. So we do like a session, and then for that week you've got homework to do for the week, and then you have a session, then you've got stuff to do for that week, to recover. And CBT sessions and stuff as well. I would like to offer you all. We need to work it all out, but I need to get the numbers of the channel up a little bit too, because the more people I can reach, the more change we can make, the more we can change more people's lives, and hopefully get rid of all this horrible violence against women, children, vulnerable people, vulnerable men. You know, domestic violence is predominantly male on female. However, it is same-sex couples, and it is female on male, as we see. And I will be covering a few really severe cases around female on male violence. So yeah, loads to be doing with you. And it's not just domestic violence and drugs and all of that thing that I want to do with you. There's grooming of parents for RSOs to get into your life, to access your children, and how we can stop that from happening. And or if it's happened already, how will you recover from that? I've got loads of stuff that I can do with you, that I'm actually qualified in. So and even stuff that I'm not, I'm happy to go over some stuff. I would love to do some stuff on sociopaths and narcissists and all of that, Katie. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm not gonna have nothing to talk about when I go live. So I'll see you soon, possibly in an hour and a half, 2 hours, or it might be, I might change it to 5 o'clock. See how I feel. Get some coffee in it, I might be alright. Okay then, I've got love you and leave you. God bless. See you soon.